Hey, you guys. I wanted to do a Zodiac reading for the Zodiacs that showed me the most love the past couple of weeks. All right. So I will be doing a reading for Leo, Gemini, Capricorn, and Cancer. Alrighty. So if you are Leo, a Gemini, a Capricorn, or a Cancer, these energy readings are going to be for you. All right. So I'm going to do Leo first. Leo gang. Let's see, what does Leo's need to know, Spirit? And I give a gratitude for all the love that you guys have shown. Okay, keep hitting that like button, keep commenting and engaging. Okay, keep sharing, keep hyping me up. Hype me up, because Spirit. All right, but for Leo, Spirit, what does Leo's need to know? And this is going to be, okay, no channel. I'm not going to channel with these messages, you guys. We're going to see what comes out. Okay, for Leo, Spirit, what does Leo need to know? Ask my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters to help me intuitive reading. Alrighty, Leos, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have magnetic attraction. Magnetic attraction says alluring, lust, irresistible, flirting. Okay, behind there is anxiety. Okay, you know what song just popped up in my head? You know, I think it's Dolce. Anxiety. That song just popped up in my head. So that could be significant for someone. Okay, but anxiety says stress, depression, panic attack, restless. Okay, so someone could be an anxious attachment. Okay, someone could also be going through a dark night of the soul. This could be someone who has a magnetic attraction to you. But let's see for Leos, or this could be you. Okay. Relationship came out. Okay, relationship says commitment, partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay. For someone could be like stressed or worried that you might be in a relationship with someone else. This could be someone who has a magnetic attraction to you. Okay, or this is someone who wants a relationship with you. This could be someone that you're in a relationship with. You just take it how it resonates for you. Okay, for Leo, Spirit, what does Leo's need to know? We have soulmate. Soulmate says twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Okay, this could be a twin. Okay, a new soulmate connection or a new soulmate contract coming in for you guys. Okay, someone who you lived a past life with. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have addiction. Addiction says toxic attachments to drugs, alcohol, obsession. Okay, change is behind there. Now, I don't know if someone is choosing to make change, surrender, let go of addiction, because it's kind of giving me that. Like someone could be liberating themselves, freeing themselves from addiction, toxic attachments. They're making change. Change here, generations, growth, metamorphosis, cycles. You also have friends, acquaintance, trust, support, loyalty. Okay, so I'm about a change happening in you guys' friends group. Okay. I just heard you are who you hang around. Now, see, with that statement, I'm like in between when it comes to that. Okay, because not everybody that you hang around, you're like that person. Okay, but and I don't know if someone feels like this, you know, because you hang around certain people, like you can be an addict or whatever, or someone is being looked at like this. Maybe someone did have addictions and, you know, they had friends who, you know, had addictions or toxic attachments or whatever the case may be. But someone could be changing that. And this could also mean that someone's friends group is changing. Like they're letting go of or not hanging around as many people as they did before who may have had, you know, certain addictions that they've shared. You know, like if someone smoked cigarettes or drank alcohol and, you know, maybe they're distancing themselves, you know. And when I used to drink and stuff, and I used to smoke a little bit, you know, drink a little bit. Okay, back in the day. But when I started to, you know, let go of those habits, I did notice that I had to stop hanging around certain people who were heavy in that habit. Okay, not that we're not cool or, you know, tight, but Some friends, I had to distance myself from, and then, when I did come around them and they knew I didn't drink, or they knew I didn't smoke, then they wouldn't offer it to me. The friends who knew this but still tried to offer it to me, peer pressure or whatever, those are the friends that I most likely distance myself from or cut off. So someone could be doing the same thing. That's what it's giving me. Okay, someone's at a crossroads about traveling towards you too, Leos. Okay, but this is someone who is healing. They're choosing healing. It says wounds, improving, mending, making progress. Okay, now someone could be at a crossroads about traveling towards you, because this could be someone that you may have distanced yourself from. And for some, it could be a friend. Like if you had a friend who was into toxic habits, and you used to hang out with this friend, and it kind of, I don't want to say necessarily influenced you, because we grown here, so you can either give into it or not give into it, but like I said, if you have friends who like peer pressured you or something like that, you may have set boundaries, distance yourself from these individuals. Okay, now for some could be at a crossroads about why it is that you distance yourself from, especially if these are friends that you were close with, and you could be making change. Maybe, you don't want to party as much, or, indulge in toxic addictions, habits, or whatever, because you chose to heal. You just flip switch it, because it could be someone else in your energy who's doing this. This could be you, but someone is choosing healing. Okay, and they're making improvements. Okay, making progress, and someone may want to mend things with you guys. Okay, I also seen surrender. So someone's definitely like surrendering, letting go of toxic habits, maybe even surrendering friends who indulge in toxic habits or overindulge in toxic habits. You just take how it resonates for you. I just seen 654. 654 can be significant for you, Leos. Okay, but let's see. For Leo spirit, what does Leo's? No one here is trying to turn things around in their life. Okay, this is someone who's choosing to level up, to heal. Leos. Okay, this is someone who wants to create balance in all aspects of self. Someone could be focusing on their health. Okay, I don't know if some type of toxic attachment, addiction affected someone's health. Okay, or, they dealt with a friend who had a toxic attachment or addiction, and they noticed how this could have affected a friend's health. You just take that how it resonates for you. Okay, but someone wants to experience happiness, bliss. Okay, and this could be someone who's figuring out that it starts within. Okay, but let's see for Leo spirit. What does Leo's need to know? At the bottom of the deck for Leos, you guys have the Four of Swords, which is about rest, meditation, thinking. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, someone could be taking a break, getting more rest, meditating. Okay, going within with the Hermit card here, Virgo, Gemini energy. Okay, Leo just popped up on my screen. So for some, could be a Leo, maybe a Leo Virgo cusp with the Hermit card here. But someone has been a hermit, isolating themselves, really going within, soul searching. Okay, this is someone who's learning lessons. Okay, praying more, listening to God, their spirit team when it comes to the guidance that they're receiving. Okay, I love this so far. Taurus energy here, but let's see. For Leo spirit, what does Leo's need to know? We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Someone's unsure of the future. Someone hasn't been focused on future plans, or they're headed in the wrong direction. They chose the wrong path. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This could be someone who sees long term with you, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone who wants to work things out, who has romantic feelings for you. Okay, or this could be someone that you have romantic feelings for. We have the King of Wands and the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Gemini energy could be significant. I just heard Gemini. Okay. Someone could be taking action towards having a conversation with another. Someone could be listening to someone through some type of communication, communicating something. Someone's communicating something. Maybe they're communicating they don't see a future with someone. Someone has a plan to give someone a new love offer. We also have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands next to the Ace of Cups always gives me struggle love. I don't know if someone's giving somebody news because they're trying to struggling in a lover's dynamic, in a relationship. Yeah, with the Five of Cups here. Someone has been experiencing a lot of sadness, disappointment. Someone could be depressed. Five of Cups, Five of Wands. Someone also could struggle with their emotions, anger, depression. Okay, this could be someone who's going through a heart chakra awakening. Let's see. For Leo spirit, we have the Three of Swords here. Someone's heartbroken about a breakup. Okay, and this could have been a struggle love dynamic. You know, it could have been emotionally abusive. It could have been physically abusive. A lot of arguments, a lot of fighting. Okay, this could have caused a breakup. Especially if someone is putting another in a struggle love dynamic where someone has been really struggling with their emotions. You know, someone could be on a up and down roller coaster with their emotions. Okay. We have the Two of Swords. Someone could have been really indecisive with the Two of Swords. Three of Swords is the Five of Swords. Conflicted, confused, maybe even sabotage the connection. Okay, where they're seeing fulfillment, happiness, rushing. This could be someone who's in runner energy, fast-paced energy. Okay, the Knight of Wands can be, you know, someone who is passionate, driven, right? But it also could be someone who's very impulsive, reckless. It's like teen energy. Okay. Someone's moving too fast. They're in a fast-paced energy, or maybe something moved really fast between two people. And at first, it seemed like something that was going to be fulfillment, happiness, bliss. And someone's stalling the situation because they see this as their happiness. But someone else who's indecisive is sabotaging the connection. And I feel like it's the runner energy. Who's ever in this runner energy. Okay, it could be the person who's in anxious attachment, who's been stalling because they seen happiness and fulfillment with someone. But it's almost giving me like someone doesn't see a future with another, because the King of Wands is a visionary, right? A visionary, a lead, someone who takes action, an entrepreneur. It's right next to the Two of Wands in reverse. Someone may not see a future with another, like they don't see them in their future, whereas it could be someone who wants someone in their future, but that could be unrealistic plans, you know, especially if someone is unsure of even having a future with another. And they're putting them through some type of struggle love dynamic. I don't know if this is someone that they're, you know, trying to make fight for their love. Okay. Someone could also struggle with their emotions. And I don't know which energy it is yet, because the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords came out together. Now, this could be a couple. It's almost giving me like this Queen of Swords sees a future with this King of Wands, because the way I'm looking at it is the Queen of Swords is looking at the King of Wands, but the King of Wands back is turned. He's looking towards heartbreak. He's looking towards this Three of Swords. And on the Three of Swords, it's another feminine. Okay, this could be a masculine. He could be like lighter complexion. The Queen of Swords is someone of the Caucasian persuasion. Okay, and then on the Three of Swords, it looks like someone who's like lighter skinned. Okay, caramel complexion, almost the same complexion as this masculine. Okay, now I don't know. He's looking at a feminine who is heartbroken. Maybe the Three Swords he put in someone's heart. And this could be someone who they broke up with or who broke up with them. Okay. But whoever this is that's on this Three of Swords, who's in this Three of Swords energy, because I feel like that's a whole nother feminine. This could be a Queen of Wands. You just take it how it resonates for you, because I am doing Leo's energy, but it doesn't have to be. Because the King of Wands could be the Leo, but something about someone going outside, grounding themselves, standing in the rain. Okay, this could be someone who is alchemizing, transmuting that energy of heartbreak and pain. Okay, giving that energy to Mother Earth so Mother Earth can transmute it into something positive. Okay, utilizing Mother Earth. Utilizing the elements, the rain. Staying grounded. Their feet is planted in the ground. Planted in the ground. For Leo Spirit, what does Leos need to know? We have the Page of Cups. This Queen of Swords could be apologizing to this King of Wands. Or they're receiving signs and synchronicities about this King of Wands. Maybe this King of Wands been suffering in silence, and it's going to have to do it about another feminine. And they could be receiving signs and synchronicities about this. This masculine could be wanting to apologize to someone that who heart they broke. Okay, someone at a distance, or someone who distanced themselves, turned their back to a situation, or this masculine could have turned their back to someone. Okay. Want to take accountability because they see long term with the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This Three of Swords could be the Queen of Cups. Now, maybe this masculine could have been really emotionally immature with the Page of Cups here compared to a Queen of Cups. Okay, there also could be someone who's making a head over heart decision, especially if they're receiving signs, synchronicities about someone who maybe has been, you know, distant towards them. I'm feeling like there's a physical distance between this Queen of Cups and this King of Wands. Because the way that the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords both came out, I feel like they could physically be next to each other, but there could be an emotional distance between those two. Okay. I just heard cold and aloof. Like someone feels like another is cold and aloof. Okay. But whoever this is who's at a distance could be taking accountability when it comes to, you know, healing. Doing some emotional healing. Okay. Could be someone who's been focused on, you know, themselves, family. Someone wants to work things out. This is someone who wants to express to someone how it is they feel. Okay, but let's see for Leo Spirit. What does Leos need to know? You guys have the Eight of Cups. Someone's detaching, releasing, walking away from someone who they're receiving signs, synchronicities about. Someone who's been suffering in silence, heartbroken. Okay, this could be someone who's been trying to mask, hide how is it that they feel. I really feel like whoever is masculine is... they've been suppressing and hiding, masking how it is that they feel when it comes to this Queen of Cups. Or, shoot, it could be the Queen of Swords too. Okay, someone else could be detaching from someone who's been really negative and pessimistic towards them. Okay, yeah, they're moving on. Okay, to create balance. For Leo Spirit. What does Leos need to know? You guys have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Someone's freeing their mind, liberating their mind. Okay. This could have been someone who was overran with thoughts, but I did see the Six of Swords. So someone is getting an ease of mind. They're detaching. They're getting an ease of mind. I feel like it's whoever is in this Three of Swords energy. Now, this King of Wands could be the one that's in this Three of Swords energy. But it's almost giving me like they're suffering in silence. And something that they're suffering in silence about, this Queen of Swords is receiving signs and synchronicities, you know, that this person has been masking and hiding how it is that they feel. And this Queen of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Just someone who is really observing, gaining knowledge about a situation. Is seeing signs that maybe it may be time to walk away from someone who's been suffering in silence. Because they've been masking and hiding how it is that they feel. And this could be about someone else. This person could have romantic feelings for another person and then being really negative and pessimistic towards them. Okay. For Leo Spirit. For some, someone could be getting released from jail as well. Okay. Because the Eight of Cups with the Eight of Swords, someone could be getting released from jail. All right. You just take that how it resonates for you, game. For Leo Spirit, we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, someone here is definitely moving into a mental calm. Okay. There's also someone here going through a dark night of soul. The Six of Swords and the Three of Swords is the Nine of Swords. Someone's going through a dark night of soul. Okay. Someone's also getting clarity about a betrayal, which is helping them to recover, heal. Because I'm seeing with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, the 10 swords plus 1 sword. Okay. But the Eight of Swords in reverse. So I definitely feel like that's like the 10 of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Swords upright. And the reason why I say Ace of Swords upright is because that extra sword that's coming from the Three of Swords is upright. Okay. So someone's getting truth, clarity. This is someone whose mind is expanding. They're seeing clearly. Especially maybe if they were getting overran with thoughts, you know, stalling a situation because they wanted to be with someone. But they're getting clarity, truth and clarity about someone betraying them in some type of way. Or why someone's been betraying them. They're recovering from this. They're getting clarity, receiving signs, synchronicities. It's time to walk away from someone. They're freeing their mind. They're moving into a mental calm. Okay. Maybe someone created an illusion. Wasn't being honest. Okay. Someone could have been in communication with a karmic. Someone who's obsessive, possessive, has blocks, restraints. Okay. Capricorn energy here. For some, someone was acting very karmic-alike, projected onto someone, you know, lying, creating illusions to have someone confused about their emotions. Okay. For Leos, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Someone here had a false start. Someone could be turning down someone's offer to start a new passion in the beginning. Someone could have had a false start. They started a new passion in the beginning, but things aren't going anywhere. Okay, but I'm seeing someone walking away from a new passion in the beginning. Okay, to take a leap of faith to start anew. With the Fool's card here, Aries, Aquarius energy. They're setting boundaries with someone who they feel like could have manipulated them, betrayed them. They're moving on with the Chariot card here, Cancer energy. This is someone who's going through a dark night of soul. And I don't know which person is going through this dark night of soul. This King of Wands or this Queen of Swords. But someone is choosing to liberate themselves, free themselves from a situation. And it could be a toxic situation where they're setting boundaries with someone who could have tried to manipulate them, who betrayed them. They're moving on. Okay, for Leo spirit, we have a Strength card, which is Leo energy. This could be you, Leo gang. Staying strong as you detach, walk away from somebody. Okay, and that's the truth and clarity. Someone's going through a mind expansion. This is someone who has been working on protecting their energy. Okay. Someone who could be meditating, grounding. The Leo spirit. We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Justice card, Libra energy. Someone can be dealing with legalities, having to go to court. Okay, and this could be someone who's being free from jail. Now for others, someone could have been in like a spiritual jail, being overran with thoughts, overthinking, but now they're liberating their mind. Because this is someone who's choosing to heal and take accountability for their healing, especially with the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Aquarius energy here. This King of Wands, King of Pentacles could be one and the same. For some, that could be someone who's business savvy, an entrepreneur. Okay, someone stable, reliable. Someone could be spiritually growing and personally developing. 1122 can be significant. 888, 666, 116. Okay, but someone's taking accountability for their healing. I like to hear that. Okay, they're going through an awakening with the Judgment card here. Scorpio energy, self-assessing, really going within, which is helping them to complete a cycle, close out a cycle with the World card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. For Leos, we have Divine Feminine on the board. Okay, divine feminine, someone's been holding on to you. I don't know if this is someone that you had a false start with, divine feminine. Okay. I'm also seeing if someone got another pregnant, they could be taking them to court. Now, I don't know if it's like paternity, child support. Especially if someone feels like, because I'm seeing two things here. Someone may feel like someone held back because the strength card, you know, it could be someone strong, confident, self-assured, right? That also could be someone staying strong and holding back. And then next to Four of Pentacles, that's also like a holding back type of energy. So someone could be like, well, I held back from somebody. I didn't give them none, but they pregnant. And they saying that they're like, there's a conversation that was had and someone's saying that they're pregnant. Someone's like, how can you be pregnant if I held back from you? I didn't have sex with you. Maybe like someone's looking at something like the timeline doesn't add up, especially with the Two of Wands in reverse. It's like someone looking at the timeline and seeing how it doesn't add up. They didn't engage in anything with somebody around the time that they claimed that they were pregnant. I'm not saying this person isn't pregnant. Okay, I'm just saying someone could be unsure if a child is theirs because of the timeline not adding up or lining up. And I don't know if this is a masculine taking a feminine to court or a feminine taking a masculine to court. Okay. But there's an illusion here. Someone who's causing confusion and lying. Now, for someone could be lying. Because something about someone communicating with a karmic or a karmic communicating to them. And this could be someone who's toxic, low vibrational, someone who has addictions to drugs, alcohol, a certain lifestyle. I don't know. But it's like a karmic energy is communicating possibly to a masculine. And this could be a lie or an illusion. And I don't know if this is a karmic who had options. Because I'm seeing multiple men too. I'm seeing the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. A karmic feminine could have had a conversation with a masculine, creating this illusion, maybe lying about, you know, a baby being theirs, but it might not be. For some. Now, someone here is like, I'm going to be smart about it and take someone to court. Okay, or unless this is a karmic feminine who's telling somebody, well, I'm going to take you to court for child support. I don't know. Leo spirit, we have a Six of Wands. There is someone who's recognizing something. And I feel like someone's recognizing that they could have held back from somebody. Now, I don't know if they like did something, you know, like someone had went and did, you know, drugs or got drunk. And somebody's saying, well, you were drunk or, you know, whatever. Like you were drunk or you were high when this happened, like woo woo. And somebody would be like, no, I don't believe, you know. I don't know. Something about that is significant. But someone's recognizing something, especially about them holding back from somebody. That's what I could be really like thinking, meditating on this. Something about the timeline just doesn't seem aligned with somebody or seem like it was an alignment. We have the horrific card here. Taurus energy. Someone's learning a lesson. They're receiving enlightenment that's changing their perspective about someone's plan. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be someone who's sad about someone having romantic feelings for someone that they put in competition. I don't know. Someone's surrendering, giving something up to God. Right? But someone had a plan. And I don't know if this is karmic feminine with the Queen of Wands. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag. But someone's sad, disappointed about someone that they have romantic feelings for. And I don't know if this is someone who has romantic feelings for someone else who they feel like they put in competition. But someone's taking a leap of faith to start anew. Someone also did something foolish by trying to manipulate a situation. Because someone felt betrayed and decided to move on from whatever this is. Leos. Okay. I'm going to grab a few more for Leo spirit. What does Leos need to know? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse could be someone lacking effort, consistency, someone not putting in the work. When it comes to creating stability. Two of Pentacles. Someone could have been going back and forth between, I don't know if this is someone that they were married to or someone that they live with in a divine feminine. That's the truth. Spirit is saying that's the truth. Maybe someone looked like they lacked effort putting into a marriage or lacked effort when it came to creating something with a divine feminine. Because they were going back and forth, juggling between two people. Okay. Spirit says that's the truth. Someone here wanted long term with the Queen of Cups. This keeps popping up and want to work things out. This Queen of Cups could be in the Empress energy. Or this Empress energy is in a Queen of Cups type of energy. Okay, leaving someone out in the cold, or they felt left out in the cold. This is someone who's turning things around in their favor, and someone's feeling weighed down about a soulmate connection, or a soulmate who distances themselves from someone. Maybe to focus more on self-love. Yeah, especially with the Nine of Cups there. Someone who's focusing on self. Loving self. This is someone who's going through a self-love healing journey. Around this Queen of Cups is the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So someone here is manifesting an abundant, happy life. And this could be a single energy. Okay, who's seeing clearly about someone who maybe juggled them. Because it's distance between somebody and this Queen of Cups. And we started off with the King of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. It's right next to the Empress card. I don't know if someone is lying to someone about being pregnant or lying to them about being pregnant by them. Or someone was dishonest about a pregnancy, because someone could have been sneaking, cheating, felt like they were getting away with it. Juggling somebody. Okay, that could be why something has ended with the Death card here. Scorpio energy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this could be someone had a karmic relationship with. That's communicating something, but hiding something to a divine masculine. Like someone's, I don't know. Someone's creating illusions, trying to hide something from a divine masculine. And maybe this has to do with who they were in communications with. Okay, for Leo spirit, what does Leos need to know? We have the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands. I don't know, something about someone's soulmate being at a distance. Or someone distancing themselves from a soulmate. Maybe they recognize that they needed to hold back from someone and walk away. And this could be someone who discerned something or received signs of synchronicities that it's time to move on. Because someone could have been juggling, going back and forth, not being honest, sneaking, cheating, doing things that they felt like they were getting away with. For someone was lying about being married with the Four of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Someone was lying about being married or lying about who they lived with. Okay. But right now, I see distance between a soulmate. And I mean, someone could have a magnetic attraction to another. But distance was put between the two of them. Someone chose to walk away, Leos, from someone who may have been in this Knight of Wands energy. You know, impulsive, reckless. And I kept seeing the Knight of Cups. And I don't know if someone felt like someone's like a hopeless romantic. They could have been dating somebody. Maybe they feel like they were in a relationship, but things could have been going really fast. Someone could be in fast-paced energy. They could be in runner energy. Someone could, you know, feel very passionately about someone, right? But again, like I said before, the Knight of Wands could also be someone who does reckless and impulsive things as well. They're in night energy, okay? Someone is on a pursuit to happiness, while someone here is still indecisive about a situation or still in a situation, even though they're getting clarity. Something's being illuminated to them. With the Lovers card here, we got Leo, Gemini energy here. Someone has a choice to make when it comes to whatever it is that's been illuminated to them about someone who's been causing confliction and confusion, someone who's been sabotaging. And it could be someone in runner energy. And Spirit is wanting, whoever this is getting clarity, just stay focused. Okay, on their accomplishments and trust their intuition. Okay, about a King of Cups, or this is the King of Cups trusting his intuition about rejecting somebody. Okay, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be an ex, someone who's been soul searching, going within, trusting in divine timing when it comes to an opportunity. Someone's going through a dark night of soul. This is someone who is moving on from a betrayal with the Ten of Swords here. Okay, someone who's choosing to set boundaries and they're manifesting a new beginning. Okay, someone's also taking their time. This is someone who is tired of struggle love dynamics. I'm also seeing someone struggling with their emotions. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, someone could be into divination with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Someone could be into divination. They could be a tarot reader. Someone's plan could be to recall their power back from a situation after receiving enlightenment from the divine about someone that they need to protect their energy from. Okay, for someone that they slept with. Okay. You know, it could have been lust, not love. For someone could be going towards a new beginning in love. Someone who's finding fulfillment within themselves. But someone here is feeling weighed down about an ending with a Death card here. Scorpio energy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone has romantic feelings for you. Someone who's obsessive. That's going to communicate to you. But I'll be mindful because this is someone who's, you know, in their villain era, the dark side. Okay, I don't know if this is a Queen of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a baby's mother, mother figure. Okay, or someone that someone's in like a relationship with. I don't know, but someone's been hiding something when it comes to a divine masculine, or someone's masculine as if they're a divine masculine. Okay, and it could really be a karmic. Someone's going to get a reality check about a situation being built on a faulty foundation. They're about to find out some information. Okay, about someone that they've been spending their time, their energy with. Okay, someone may look at a situation as a waste of time, and they're going to close out this cycle with the World card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Someone's going through an awakening, especially when it comes to who they've been given to, whether that's given energy to, finances to, time, years to. This is someone who is healing. It's a past life soulmate who wants to reconcile with you, and that's the truth. Truth and clarity. Okay. I don't know, something about a past life soulmate choosing the wrong path. Maybe they were unsure about whether or not they can have a future with you. This could be someone who was still needing to do a lot of emotional healing. And I do have the Page of Cups here. Like someone could be in Page energy. They still, as far as emotionally. Because I do see someone spiritually growing. Right? Because I've seen the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands here, King of Wands. Someone could be spiritually growing. They could be personally developing. You know, building character. But something about someone needed to mature emotionally and mature mentally. Their thoughts and their feelings also had to align, Leo. You could have met somebody in a time where they were still learning lessons. You know, they could have met a karmic to help them to expand their mind. They could have met you to when it comes to the heart expansion. Okay, someone could feel like you triggered a heart expansion within them, like they're experiencing newfound emotions. This is someone who has like romantic feelings for you, real lovey-dovey. I don't know, but someone broke the heart of the person who they had romantic feelings for. Now they're looking at the heartbreak and pain that they caused, and they're suffering in silence about it. And maybe at one point they were in their head about it. Or the person who they broke their heart, who heart they broke, was in their head about it until they liberated themselves, freed themselves. And it's something about the distance. You know, it really has this person thinking about the person who they hurt, wanting to apologize. But this person may have already walked away, and this could be a soulmate. Maybe you were brought into this person's life specifically for that reason, to trigger that heart chakra awakening in this person so that they could mature. Because I did see the King of Cups, but something about this person still suppressing their emotions, hiding their emotions, you know, and this could be someone who indulged in addictions to try to suppress their emotions. And this could be something that them and the karmic shared, or I don't know. Okay, but also, and the reason why I say them and the karmic is because, like, something about someone, like, being drunk or, you know, maybe off drugs, I don't know, and possibly having sex. Now, I don't know if, like, someone protected themselves and they know, I know I use the condom, you know I use protection or whatever, or I know I turned them down, I know I held back, so how are they pregnant by me? Like, somebody in this energy is feeling this way. Okay. And then I kept seeing the King of Swords, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. And there could be a karmic feminine out here who put 3 masculines in competition. But they're telling maybe a King of Wands, a Leo possibly, okay, that they're the father of a child. I don't know. It's something about someone taking another to court about a child. Because someone could have been lying, trying to deceive someone when it came to a pregnancy. And maybe for some, if someone knew about a masculine liking a divine feminine, they did this to create distance between them and their soulmate. But we're not going to blame the karmic because this masculine was in fast-paced energy and runner energy. Okay. Or maybe at one point they were in chaser energy and they could have been chasing this karmic until they met a divine feminine. But they could have ran from divine feminine. Right? And this could have to do with a situation that they had going on in the background. And this could be something that you didn't see because the moon card kept popping up too, Leos. All right. But anyway, though, I hope that gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. I'm about to come back and do Geminis. Alrighty, Jimmy Jim Gems. I stopped the timer at 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1 can be significant for you, gang. But let's see for Gemini Spirit. What does Geminis need to know? For Gemini Spirit. What does Jimmy Jim Gems need to know? Alright, gang, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have Scandalous Hope. Okay, Scandalous Hope says, not so classy, sneaky as fuck, wants to use you. Okay, behind there is falling in love. I don't know if someone fell in love with a scandalous hoe. Okay, or a scandalous hoe fell in love with somebody else. I don't know, but falling in love says expressing emotions, passionate sex, romantic intentions. I did see while I was shuffling, I seen negative intentions and materialistic. So someone in this energy could have negative intentions, weird intentions. But it also says your mission will fail. And then materialistic says soft girl, expensive gifts, wants to spoil you or something like that. Okay, I don't know. Someone may have wanted to be spoiled by someone who has negative intentions. And this could be a scandalous hoe. Maybe they want somebody to fall in love with them. Okay, so they could be able to use someone. All right, well, let's see for Gemini Spirit. Someone have blonde hair. For gems, we have children involved. Children involved says possible pregnancy. Go take a test. Wants more kids. For someone who is a skinless hoe could be pregnant. Okay. Or, you know, wants to get pregnant. Okay, by someone. Let's see. For Geminis, what the gems need to know. You guys have negative energy. I told y'all I seen that. Okay, it says weird intentions, envious as fuck, mission failed. I don't know. Someone could have had weird intentions. A scandalous hoe to get pregnant by somebody because they wanted them to like fall in love, or I don't know. Okay, but their mission is failing. Materialistic at the bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up. I told y'all I seen it. Okay, and even though I be seeing stuff, I be trying to see, make sure, you know, that's what spirit wants me to say. But I felt that on my heart to say it. Okay, and this could be, you know, a scandalous hoe who's materialistic, or they met somebody who might be flashy, materialistic. Maybe they like, you know, expensive gifts. Maybe they like, you know, spoiling, you know, people that they with. Maybe, you know, they had, you know, they look good. They like flashy things. I don't know. They attracted is giving a gold digger. Okay, I just want a juice. Is here. I just want a juice says Netflix and chill, bend over, get on top, physical benefits. Okay, someone could have just been with someone for the physical benefit to be able to get some type of material gain. Okay, we also have player ways here. Scandalous hoe and player ways. Okay, player ways says charming, not too serious, sometimes indecisive. Okay. The answer is on maybe. I can turn it around. Let's see if it'll come, if it's anything else. The answer is maybe. Oh, went back to maybe. Okay. I just heard mommies, babies, daddies, maybe. There could be a masculine who feels this way. Okay. It's almost giving me like it's tying into that Leo reading I just did. Gang, I don't know if a Leo's dealing with a Gemini. Okay. But I feel like a masculine who could be really materialistic could have attracted a gold digger. Someone whose intention was to get pregnant by a masculine so they could be spoiled, so they can receive expensive gifts. Maybe they, you know, were cool with some type of situation where, you know, they can get the physical benefits of a relationship, but not necessarily be in a relationship. You know, they Netflix and chilling. They juicing. Okay. Y'all. It's almost giving like a player played themselves. They got themselves in a situation. Someone could feel stuck, trapped. Okay, or someone could feel like someone tried to trap them. For someone could have tried to trap somebody with a baby. Gang. Okay. Ooh, that Knight of Wands want to come out in reverse. I split the deck. The Knight of Wands want to come. Definitely a player energy. Someone who's there for a good time, not a long time. Someone else could be evil-minded. Okay. Let's see. The Geminis. What does Geminis need to know? For Jimmy Jim Spirit. What does Geminis need to know? Alright, gems. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Knight of Swords. Someone's going to take a fearless action to try to reconcile with someone after finding out information. Okay. This could be someone who's trusting their intuition. We have the Lover's card in reverse, which is Gemini energy. The Lover's card in reverse could represent like an ex-lover. Someone making not so good choices when it comes to love, life. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Someone's receiving signs of synchronicities about someone who's been hiding something, masking. Okay. This could be someone who's in player energy, or, you know, someone's been sneaky linking with someone at night. Okay. For Geminis, we have a Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Someone's not seeing clearly. You can have them indecisive about leaving someone out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. We have a Six of Wands. Someone could be recognizing that they want to start a new beginning in love, but they caused disappointment and sadness in a situation where someone is now protecting their energy. For Gemini spirit, I don't know if this is an ex-lover of yours, Gemini. This could be a Gemini. I don't know. We have the Four of Pentacles. Someone's holding back the fact that they feel left out in the cold. This is someone who's soul searching, going within. Receiving guidance about maybe something that they've been holding on to, where they've been stalling a situation. I don't know if someone's been holding on to an ex-lover, but Spirit is wanting someone to go within about this. That's also about doing research. Someone might find out some information about someone once they do their research, whether that's going within and the guidance that their spirit team is trying to give them, or them, you know, doing some type of investigation. Okay, finding out more information. That's Virgo and Gemini energy. For Gemini spirit, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, because someone's going to receive signs and synchronicities about something that's going to help them to move on or move into a mental calm. I really feel like move on from an ex-lover. Someone could have been still holding on to a situation with an ex-lover, stalling a situation, but also leaving someone out in the cold, or maybe they were indecisive about leaving this ex-lover out in the cold, still holding on to a situation, but Spirit is telling somebody they need to really go within because they're receiving signs and synchronicities that it's time to move on from this person. Okay, take a leap of faith, start anew. Aquarius, Aries energy. This could be someone who has an opportunity to work on a soulmate connection. A King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who could be heartbroken, suffering in silence, getting ready to close out a cycle with a World card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Someone has to end something for something to begin. Someone also could be in there feeling sad, disappointed, grieving. I heard in regret. Trust your intuition with the High Priestess here. Someone could be getting overran with thoughts, but Spirit is saying trust your intuition. Especially if this is you, Gems, because the Eight of Swords is Gemini energy. Okay. With the Eight of Swords and the Devil card, someone could be bound to toxic thoughts that they're being overran with. Something about them needing a change of mind to create more balance. And it's going to have to do with releasing or detaching from somebody, moving on from somebody who's been having another feeling way down. Like something's being illuminated. Leo energy about somebody. I don't know if this is like someone who's bound to the thought of this person, or someone did some type of work to have someone like stuck on them. They're in a self-imposed mental imprisonment, though. This is someone who can free their mind from this, but I don't know. It's almost giving me like mind control. Someone wanting to have control of someone's mind, like playing puppet master. Someone's going to receive karma for this, but they're not going to receive the karma until whoever this is that they're playing puppet master with detaches, walk away from this person. And this could be someone of their past that they've been holding on to. Stalling, letting go, walking away from this person. stalling, leaving this person out in the cold. For Geminis, we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So this could be a fire sign, air sign combination. King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, masculine energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, feminine energy. We have the Page of Wands here. Whoever is in the fire energy could be immature or younger. Or if this is an older masculine, they can have a younger water sign in their energy, a younger fire sign in their energy. Earth energy at the bottom of the deck, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be someone who wants to work things out with you. That's what they're manifesting. To have long term with you. To have a relationship with you. But Queen of Pentacles, you can have a King of Wands and a King of Cups in your energy. Aries, Leo, Sag, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. More mature masculines. That's what I just heard. For someone could be keeping it hidden who they're trying to pursue or who's pursuing them. Oh, I didn't even notice this card on the floor. Okay, I don't know if this came out during Leo's reconciliation. It had to have, unless it happened when I did the pre-shuffle, when I shuffled that deck, putting it up. Not putting it up, but putting it to the side. So Leos, that can resonate for you as far as a reconciliation. Okay, but Geminis, I don't know if y'all dealing with a Leo. There could be someone who wants to reconcile with you, though. With reconciliation, it says, reunion, second chance, back together, I miss you. Okay. Well, the Five of Cups came out in the reverse on the floor. Someone's coming out of depression, sadness. Okay. I also have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Someone has a lot of repressed emotions. The Ace of Cups in reverse could also be an unrequited love situation. Okay, someone feeling depleted emotionally. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Someone could really want the attention of someone, even though they know it's an unrequited love situation. We got the Five of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. It's the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups in reverse is someone doing something unforgiving to another in the past. Someone having trouble regulating their emotions. Okay. Someone may not recognize that they're holding on to an energy of unforgiveness. This could be someone who's in emotional lack. Okay. Someone also could be in an unrequited love situation with somebody. You know, they, I don't know if it, you know, it's almost giving it's lust, not love. And I believe I said the same thing in Leo's read. Something about someone not seeing clearly that it's lust and not love. Someone also could have turned down a love offer from somebody, not recognizing that a situation that they were in was not lust. I mean, not love, it was lust. Someone could have had someone who tried to give them love, show them love. I don't know. But also with the Six of Wands in reverse, there's someone who is an attention seeker. Someone seeking the attention of somebody. Okay, of the past. Someone seeking the attention of somebody of the past. Someone could be healing from the past. This is someone who's going towards even reciprocity after someone has sabotage, caused confliction and confusion. For Geminis, what does Gems need to know? Oh. We have the King of Cups and King of Wands. They could be one and the same. These could be two individuals. Hold on real quick, gang. Alrighty, gang. We left off with the King of Wands and King of Cups. They came up upright. Someone could have a choice. And this could be between two people. There could be a masculine who's noticing something is lust and it's not love. Or someone has a choice between someone who's very loving, compassionate, intuitive, and someone who is attractive, a visionary, a lead. They could be, again, one and the same. Okay. You just take it how it resonates for you, gems. But something about someone having a choice. But in this choice, one of these individuals is lust. It's not love. And another one of these choices, it could be love. But maybe it's unrequited. Maybe someone else doesn't feel the same way as another does for them. Okay. They just want the attention of this person. The physical benefits. Okay. Ugh. The Chariot card came out in a challenging position. Whoop, whoop. It came out upright. Okay, I know I was going to flip that card, but it flipped itself. Okay. Someone may want to travel towards you. This could be a King of Wands. And it's that person where it's just lust, not love. I feel like Cancer energy. Now, someone could come off really loving, right? But they just lusting over you. And it could be an unrequited love situation. This could be someone who is turned down a love situation because they're, you know, going towards lust. Okay, someone could be getting redirection with the Chariot card here. And this could be to move on from a situation where it's just lust and not love. Okay. For Geminis, we have the Six of Pentacles. Someone's also getting breadcrumbed emotionally. I mean, they can be getting breadcrumbed financially, energetically as well. Because we got the Five of Pentacles here. Someone could be struggling financially. You know, dealing with financial hardships because they're dealing with somebody who's a breadcrumber. Okay, and we did have materialistic and scandalous hope. Somebody trying to use somebody. And this could be for time, money, energy, sex. Okay. Spirit is saying it's time for someone to move on from somebody who's been breadcrumbing them emotionally, breadcrumbing them financially. Okay. Someone may also need to be mindful of someone being pregnant, trying to get pregnant. Okay. They could be trying to keep this hidden, or someone has some type of secret when it comes to a pregnancy. Okay, because I've seen the Empress card. Or someone's been holding back, suppressing how it is they feel about an Empress. Someone repressing a lot of emotion could be affecting the subconscious mind as well. Okay. This can have to do with rejection wounds, abandonment wounds. This is that person who's in a fast-paced energy, who rushed towards someone of the past. Or someone who wants to pursue someone of the past, who they can have romantic feelings for. Gemini energy here. Someone's manifesting to work things out with someone and reconcile with them. But they need to find out more information and trust their intuition about someone they need to protect their energy from. And that's the truth. Truth and clarity. Okay. For Geminis, what do gems need to know? We have the Page of Pentacles. Someone wants to commit to their soulmate or a partnership. They want to work on this. Start over, start a new beginning, but they've been in their head overthinking. Tired of these cards falling on the floor. Hold on, gang. Ugh. Okay, but they need to trust their intuition with the High Priestess here. Someone also could be a reader. The Page of Pentacles with the High Priestess is definitely someone who's into divination, a reader. Someone could be going to a reader. Okay, I don't know if they're going to a reader to find out more information. Maybe this has to do with something that they don't see. Okay, yeah, because something's being illuminated. Something could be getting illuminated in a reading for somebody. A divine feminine, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or it's about a divine feminine, someone who's single, who's moving on from someone who betrayed them and created illusions. They're setting boundaries. Okay, with somebody who put them in competition. Okay, and there could have been mutual love in a situation, or someone could have had a lot of love for someone, but they could have turned down a love offer because they were still in a lustful state, lusting over somebody, or dealing with somebody who they were still lusting over. Okay, and I did see the Devil card, so I don't know if they were having like naughty, nasty, really good sex. Okay, but that was a karmic soul tie. It's definitely given. For Geminis, we have the Three of Swords. Someone's heartbroken. Could be a divine masculine. Aries energy. Who's receiving enlightenment about someone who left them hanging, who turned their back to them. Leo energy with the strength card here. Someone who's staying strong and closing out a cycle with the world card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone started a new passion beginning. Someone sleeping with another. Okay. Someone could be healing the sacral, healing the soul tie, or, you know, severing the soul tie so that they could heal. Yeah, they're releasing. They're walking away. Someone also could be, you know, releasing heartbreak. But I do see someone here who's releasing, who's moving on. Okay. This is someone who's trusting in divine timing and being patient. Okay, when it comes to balancing all aspects of self or something balancing out, someone's turning things around in their favor. But someone here is receiving karma. This is someone who's stuck in spiritual jail. They did something foolish. This is someone who lacked effort, consistency when it comes to a soulmate connection. And then this soulmate found out some information that has them protecting their energy from someone after getting clarity. Okay. And this could be about someone who turned down a love offer from someone. There's an illusion coming down. 7 of Cups just came out in reverse on the floor. Oh. There's an illusion coming down. Someone also could have feared and made the wrong choice. Or someone feared making the wrong choice. Or someone fears that they have made the wrong choice. I don't know. You know, just took that resonate for you, gang. Okay. Someone could feel like they had no choice but to walk away from a situation. Especially if they felt like someone was being really, you know, mysterious, secretive. Someone was creating illusions. Okay. But I do see someone receiving karmic justice with the justice card here. Libra energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be taking your time, recalling your power back from someone who lied to you, tried to deceive you about putting you in competition. You're setting boundaries with this person who juggled you. They're receiving karma now. This is someone who I don't know if they're the one who's toxic. Someone else could be dealing with legalities, gems. Okay, with the Justice card and the 8 of Swords. I don't know if someone went to jail. But something about someone receiving karma when it comes to a toxic situation. This could be spiritual jail. This could be actual jail. Okay, someone could be obsessive, possessive, has blocks, restraints. Okay. Someone, I don't know. I keep getting this energy of someone playing puppet master with somebody. Like, I'm seeing that one devil card that's in another one of my tarot decks, where the devil is like got strings on somebody and they're like holding their head. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Someone playing puppet master with someone, and someone's feeling foolish for not putting in the effort when it comes to a soulmate connection. Like, this is someone who wish they would have fought for y'all if they had the chance. They wish they would have fought for y'all when they had the chance. But there was a karmic playing with somebody's mind, or I don't know, getting in somebody's head, had them overran with thoughts, but they're finding out more information, getting clarity. Okay, that they need to protect their mind. Someone needs to protect their mind from somebody. 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Someone needs to protect their mind. This could be someone who's experiencing like mental blockages, mental fog. They need to protect their mind, their crown, okay, from somebody who's been playing puppet master. Yeah, someone's been holding on to another who has been causing burden. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is coming to an end with the Death card here. Scorpio energy, because someone's learned a lesson. Taurus energy. And this is someone who wants fulfillment, happiness, bliss. They're choosing themselves with the 9 of Cups here. And someone wants to communicate to you about an offer. Okay. This could be someone who has been making future plans. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, but someone could be conflicted, confused about who their divine masculine is. But they're going to receive enlightenment. That's going to change their perspective and help them to create distance. Or this is a divine masculine who's conflicted and confused. And they're going to receive enlightenment. You just take everything that's for you, gang. We got Aries, Pisces energy here. Someone's going to receive enlightenment. It's going to help them to surrender, let go, and create distance between them and someone else who they could be holding back from. Leo energy, so that they can close out this cycle with the world card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Okay, someone may want to start a new passionate beginning with you, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, but Spirit is wanting you to really think on that. Okay, because you could be healing and Spirit is wanting you to stay focused, because you're going to end up getting a reality check about something being built on a faulty foundation. Okay, someone could live with someone else, be married to somebody else. Okay, and rejection is protection to go in another direction. Okay, but I do see someone with the past trying to pursue you, and you know, you can have romantic feelings for this person, but if you want long term, at least that's what you're manifesting, then Spirit is wanting you to work on your emotions. I don't know if you attracted somebody so that you can heal emotionally. Okay, I also see someone wanting to work things out, reconcile, reconnect. That's what they're manifesting. Something's being illuminated to someone about a divine feminine, or something's being illuminated to a divine feminine. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is someone who's single, independent, self-sufficient. Someone who's moving on from someone who betrayed them, stabbing them in the back. Okay. I don't know. It looks like somebody had betrayed a divine feminine, someone who really loved them. They rejected a love offer. Because this is someone who was still chasing lust and you know, even though it was lust and not love over there. Okay. They ended up breaking the heart of somebody who does love them. That's what I'm seeing. Gang. Okay. Anyway, though, gang, I hope that gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. I'm going to come back and do Capricorn's read. Alrighty, Capricorns. Okay, I seen 11:14, 11:41 can also be significant for you, Caps. Okay, that's why I stopped the timer. I stopped the timer at 11141. Okay, for Capricorns, what does Cappy need to know? For Capricorn spirit. What does Caps need to know? Alrighty, Caps. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have intuition. Trust your intuition, Capricorns. Okay, it says gut feeling, psychic, premonition, sixth sense. Okay, someone can be really intuitive. Someone could be into tarot. Someone could be a tarot reader. Okay. But definitely trust your intuition, because you could be receiving signs and synchronicities, because that's what's behind there, signs and synchronicities. It says coincidence, signals, hints, messages from the universe. Okay? The universe could be trying to send you messages. You know, trust your gut feeling. Okay? You might, you know, see something. Okay? Envision something. Maybe your intuition is tingling. Okay? But trust that. Okay? Someone can have red nails, and that's funny because I got red nails right now. Okay? But let's see. For Capricorns, soulmate just came out. Soulmate says twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Someone may need to trust their intuition, because maybe they're receiving signs and synchronicities about a soulmate connection. Okay. Her hand is on the moon card. It looks like the death card and the two of wands. Someone could be going through an ego death. Healing the shadow and having an opportunity to change their path. Okay. For Capricorn, we have a date. It says courting, dating, anniversary, meetup. Someone could be wanting to take you out on a date, Caps. Okay, this is someone who feels like y'all have unfinished business. Unfinished business says it's not over. Patterns, back and forth, baggage. Make sure you're paying attention to the patterns. I don't know if this is someone, you know, you've been having an off and on relationship with the back and forth, someone carrying baggage, but somebody feels like it's not over. Okay, someone might show up with a gift, flowers. Okay, ask you out on a date. At the bottom of the deck, we have legal matters. Someone could be dealing with legalities. Okay, it says justice, divorce, balance, judgment. Okay, secret crush is here. Secret crush says admirer, attraction, suitors, butterflies. And then heartbreak is here. Heartbreak says hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointed. Okay, I don't know if someone got heartbroken by someone that they were crushing on. Okay, if someone is heartbroken about someone crushing on someone else. I don't know. You just take that how it resonates for you, gang. Okay. Well, let's see. For Cap, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to know? For Capricorn, Spirit. What does Caps need to know? Alrighty, Caps, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Sun card, Leo energy. Something's been illuminated to someone. That's helping them to close out a cycle with a World card here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. Okay. This could be someone who's into divination. Let's see. This could be you, Cap. You got the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Oh, this could be a masculine who's very intuitive, very loving. Okay. Someone who's been on a skill, a craft. Okay. I don't know. Someone could be trying to work on their way into sneaking into some type of situation. Sneaking back to someone. Someone could be working on sneaking back to someone that they see fulfillment with. Why are they sneaking, though? I don't like that part. Okay. Let's see. For Capricorn, we have the Five of Pentacles. I don't know. This person might need to leave someone out in the cold. A third party. They could be moving on from this person, or they're traveling from where a third party is to sneak off to come towards you. You just take that how it resonates for you, and that's the truth. Truth to carry. Okay, you could be receiving guidance to just move on from this person, and they could still be holding on to you. Okay, and this could be that person who feels like y'all have unfinished business. But be mindful, because this could be someone who's sneaking away from a third party, who they leaving out in the cold, or making them feel left out in the cold, to come towards you. Caps. Okay. For Capricorn. And I mean, this person can have a lot of love for you. If it's not a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this could be someone who has a lot of love for you. But the fact that they have to sneak away from somebody to come travel towards you to come see you, that's the part that just doesn't settle right with me. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Someone could be somewhere where they're not getting a feeling of belonging. They're not happy. This could be an unhappy family situation. Okay, someone needs to go within. With the Hermit card here, for some, this is someone who ghosted someone, snuck away, and they're creating illusions about why is they ghosting someone or sneaking away. Maybe they're not really happy there. Okay, but someone's receiving enlightenment that it may be time to surrender, let go of a situation where they're unhappy. Okay, because they could be leaving someone out in the cold who may see happiness and fulfillment with them. But if they're not happy there, they need to be honest. Instead of creating illusions, cause confusion, ghosting somebody, you know, not being, it's definitely giving lying, sneaking off. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for growth here. Okay, someone also could be trying to heal their finances. There's a financial opportunity coming in. Okay. Someone could want to present you with an offer. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Someone's releasing a burdensome situation. Surrendering a burdensome situation. To plant seeds. Okay. Staying strong with the Strength card here. Leo energy. But I'm also seeing a strong illusion, and someone needs to set boundaries with someone and walk away. I don't know. Someone here Could have put someone under like a really strong, I don't know if this is like a love spell. But someone needs to set boundaries with someone and detach. Walk away from the situation. For Capricorn, we have a 5 of Cups because it's causing a lot of sadness and disappointment. Someone holding on to a situation. It's causing a lot of confliction, confusion. Someone could be going through mental and emotional turmoil. Okay. Someone's experiencing mental blockages as well. This is someone who's being overran with thoughts. Okay, someone could be trying to manage their thoughts because I seen the 2 of Pentacles. Or they're going back and forth about something in their head that's causing a lot of confliction and confusion. Okay, someone's in an emotional lack as well with the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. They could also be in a mental lack with the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Okay. For Capricorns, we have the Knight of Cups. Someone's sad about a romance, a relationship, or heartbroken about someone that they're dating. They could be finding out information about someone's past. And this could be through a reading, which is helping them to close out a cycle and end things with someone. For Capricorn, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you guys are going to have choices or options when it comes to suitors. Okay. You might have to leave someone out in the cold who wants to date you. I don't know if they've been causing a lot of disappointment and sadness. But you're going to receive the enlightenment that you need about this person that you could be dating to help you to heal. Okay. We have Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some, someone could be dating 2 people. Could be a Queen of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be a Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone's receiving guidance to move on from a situation. Okay, to reject someone, or, you know, they're receiving enlightenment, guidance about someone who's been abandoning them, rejecting them. This is someone who's going through a dark night of soul. For Caps, we have the Knight of Wands. Someone could feel very passionately about someone. Someone could be really driven, determined. I heard to get what they want, but it's causing sadness and disappointment to someone because they're really sabotaging a connection. This could be someone who's in like player-like energy. Okay. Someone has this opportunity to end things, change, make change. Okay. I don't know if this is like an ex and a baby's mother, or an earth sign and an air sign, or if they're one and the same. But I'm definitely getting 2 energies here that someone is pursuing, but they're going back and forth between the 2. Someone could actually be with somebody, supposed to be in a relationship with somebody, and then somebody sneaks off to go travel towards someone else. For Capricorn, yeah, someone sneaks off to go travel towards someone else. And remember, that Knight of Wands could be someone who's reckless, impulsive as well. They could be causing sadness to one person because they want to date or romance somebody else. They have somebody that they have been leaving out in the cold to sneak. Or maybe they feel like they were getting away with, you know, running back and forth between 2. But someone's awakening to this with the Judgment card here, Scorpio energy. Okay. I don't know if this is a friend or someone that someone wants to reconcile with, or a third party. But someone's recognizing they have an opportunity to change their path. And they're going to have to turn their back to a situation. Okay. Distance themselves from somebody. Someone can have someone that they're with, and then they have someone at a distance as well. With the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands. The Two of Wands and the Three of Wands is the Five of Wands. I know I be mathing before I math. Okay. Someone's definitely putting two people in competition. When they feel like they're getting away with it. Being able to sneak. Okay. For Capricorns, we have the Ace of Cups. Someone also could be lying about who they have feelings for. Someone could have their heart and then they're love bombing somebody else. I feel like whoever is in this disappointing energy, someone that they have some type of unhappy family situation or an unhappy situation, they don't get a feeling of belonging there, they're lying to that person, love bombing this person. This is someone who has romantic feelings for someone else, who has their heart. Someone also could have like an obsessive karmic or obsessive ex in their energy as well. And I don't know if it's the ex that's love bombing or they love bombing this ex. Okay. Shoot, they could be love bombing a new person. I don't know, because they could still be in love with the ex. You just take out resonates for you, gang. But let's see. For Caps, we have the Five of Swords, but someone's sabotaging a new beginning in love. They're causing confliction, confusion. There also could be someone who's in a win-at-all-cost energy. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Whoever they have emotions for, who they want to date, who they want to romance, who they have love for, they're sabotaging that connection because they have a connection where they could be lusting over somebody with the Knight of Wands. But they're causing sadness and disappointment over there because they're lying to that person about them wanting to romance and date somebody who has their heart. They're causing confliction and confusion to both feminines. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords both could be conflicted and confused about how this person feels about them because they're going back and forth, deceiving them both about their intentions. Is definitely given. Someone's playing mind games, causing confliction and confusion. Okay, someone may realize that they need to take their time. Okay, after finding out some information about someone dealing with someone of the past. So someone here is still dealing with somebody of the past. Okay, or wanting some type of dealings with someone of the past. For Capricorn, we have the Nine of Cups and Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone could be conflicted and confused about their wish fulfillment. I don't know if they're conflicted and confused about who loves them, who really loves them. But with the Queen of Swords next to the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I feel like someone's making a head over heart decision. They're choosing themselves. Someone could feel like someone's trying to sabotage their happiness, and maybe they feel like they're trying to sabotage their happiness because this is someone who is a sad, miserable individual. Y'all know misery loves company. Someone's in a Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Swords energy. They could be going through mental and emotional turmoil. They could be struggling mentally. They could be struggling emotionally. This could be someone who's carrying baggage, but someone here is not willing to carry another's baggage. This is someone who's finding fulfillment within themselves, and they're making a head over heart decision to take their time to find out more information. Okay. And it's going to have to do with someone of their past that they're closing out a cycle with, that they're holding back from. And it could be a soulmate, but this is someone who is taking a leap of faith to start anew. Okay. Sometimes soulmates are meant just to teach us a lesson, y'all. Not all the time we are meant to be with a specific soulmate. You're going to meet many soulmates throughout your lifetime. Okay, you've had soulmates that you've met in past lives. Their energy feels real familiar. You have new soulmates that you meet, you know, when you learn, you know, lessons and you let go of those old karmic lessons and you start to learn new lessons, divine lessons or whatever. You meet different soulmates throughout your lifetime, and not all of them you're going to be with for a long time. For some, for a reason, for a season, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll find your soulmate who you're supposed to live a lifetime with, right? But we have several of those in our lifetime. And soulmates come in different ways. It could be, you know, your family. It could be your friends. It could be lovers. It's not all the time is it lovers. Okay, but in this case, I do see someone you know, choosing themselves. They're making a head over heart decision to choose themselves. They're no longer allowing someone to have them conflicted and confused about whether or not they love them, or, you know, and this person could have somebody, like someone could have this person's heart, because we have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups here. Like, there could be mutual love, but someone could be sabotaging a situation because they're going back and forth, sneaking, lying, cheating. And whoever it is that they sneaking with, I don't feel like it's love. I feel like it's just them, you know, lusting. Like someone, I don't know. Someone running from a connection, running from love. Okay. We have a 7 of Cups. I don't know. Someone was manifesting to have options, but now they're being blocked from someone who's ending things with them. Divine Feminine on the board. They can still be holding on to Divine Feminine. If someone's going through a dark night of soul. Okay, indecisive. I don't know if they're indecisive because they don't know who to choose. Follow your heart. Okay, and it could be a matter of who they can have a stable connection with and who they can have love with. And maybe they're completely confused because they can have stability with one person, or they feel like they can have stability with one person, and they feel like they can have love with one person. You can have stability and love with the same person. I don't know if they ever considered that. Okay, now I ain't see no King of Pentacles, no nothing. There's just the King of Cups here. It could be this masculine who's in the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords energy. They may need to go through this heart chakra awakening so they could better understand their emotions. Because this could be someone who's lying to themselves about how it is they feel. They could really be depressed, sad, in regret, grieving, mourning. I don't know. But they lying about how it is they feel. They're not being honest about how it is they feel. They also may not be honest about, you know, how the romantic feelings they have for somebody. But again, this is someone who is experiencing emotional lack, mental lack. Could be lacking financially, lacking in health. I don't know. For Capricorns, we have the World card. Someone's closing out a cycle, though, choosing themselves. And someone's starting a new beginning in love. It landed right on top of the Ace of Cups. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, someone is struggling mentally and emotionally. There also could be a fight or an argument going to happen because someone might get caught up in a lie. Caps. Or someone's paranoid about getting caught up in a lie. Okay, yeah, someone's holding back. Definitely holding back information. Someone's holding back information. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know if this has to do with a marriage or who they live with or who they've been trying to create stability with. But someone's going to have a tower moment. Someone's going to get a reality check about something being built on a faulty foundation. Aries, Scorpio energy. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Their wish fulfillment could be to be with someone who is smart, wise, loving, compassionate. If the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups is one and the same. But their wish fulfillment could be to have options, y'all. For someone's wish fulfillment is to have options. But they're causing a lot of confliction and confusion, and they're sabotaging with every situation. And the person who I feel like who has love for them is walking away. Even though there could be mutual love. And then we have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Like someone could have a solid love opportunity with someone. But they're going to have to surrender, let go of a connection, sacrifice a connection in order to, you know, have this fulfilling connection with somebody. And I don't know if this masculine is conflicted and confused because they got 2 other feminines in their energy. And this Queen of Cups is a 3rd energy. Okay, but some about that significant as well. Okay. Yeah, someone's holding on to all these people. Or this King of Pentacles could be holding on to this Queen of Cups because they see them as wish fulfillment. And I don't know, they can be confused about how it is that they feel. But they're going to get a reality check about this. And they could be getting a reality check about a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Swords, and it could be the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords one and the same. You know, this person could have an ex-baby mama, an ex-wife. Okay. These could be two different exes. Someone also feels like another play with their emotions. Someone could be angry about this. Okay. We have a sun card here. Leo energy. Something's being illuminated about someone who rejected you or you rejected. Or someone who made you feel abandoned or you abandoned them. I don't know. Something's being illuminated about this to help someone to move on from someone who betrayed them. Okay, in the past. Virgo, Gemini energy here. Someone's been manifesting to make healthier choices in love, or they've been manifesting a Gemini because we got heavy Gemini energy here, or someone's manifesting a Gemini could be manifesting a Capricorn, or Capricorn could be manifesting a Gemini. I don't know. Trust in divine timing. Okay. Someone who's single, independent, self-sufficient is healing with a star card here, Aquarius energy. Okay. I'm seeing exciting new plans, goals as well. King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius. And you're going to have a decision to make. And it's going to have to do with a Leo, or when it comes to holding back from somebody who's been holding on to you. Okay. You could be getting redirected to move on, to release, detach from someone after finding out some information. Okay, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Someone could be married, live with somebody. Okay. And you may need to set boundaries with this person that you've been working with, collaborating with. Okay. In order to turn things around in your favor. Because there was an illusion here that was creating blockages. But that's going to come to an end. Okay. Someone could be manifesting a pregnancy, or someone wants to start a new passion in the beginning, but be mindful about getting pregnant, because that's a long-term commitment. Okay. For someone, maybe there's a baby that's destined to come for some. Okay. I'm also seeing someone here who needs to meditate. This could be a divine masculine who's been given to a karmic, or they sleeping with a karmic, which is foolish. I don't know if they've been keeping this hidden, secret. Okay, but someone might receive communication about this, which is going to help them to make a judgment call. Okay. I'm also seeing someone wanting to reconcile with you, who sees a future with you, but you'll be turning your back to this situation. And in the distant horizon, I see a soulmate connection coming together, and that's the truth to clarity. Someone's receiving signs and synchronicities about a lesson, and they need to trust their intuition about someone who caused heartbreak, pain, or someone that they broke up with, or they're in separation with. Okay. Anyway, though, gang, I hope that gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. Capricorns. Alrighty. And I'm going to come back and do Cancers. Alrighty. For Cancers, what does Cancers need to know? I stopped the timer at 1, 3, 8. And I believe it was 8. Okay. For Cancer spirit, what does Cancers need to know? Alrighty, gang, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have Not That Interested. Do I have it upside down? Hold on. I done shuffled it and mixed them up. Hold on, real quick. Okay. Someone could be acting like as if they're not interested, but they really could be. Okay, with it being flipped in reverse. And again, some of these cards are upside down, so I'm going to flip them real quick. This is not a deck that I normally keep my cards in reverse. Okay. Okay. But not that interested says inconsistent, indecisive, too occupied. Now, I don't know. Someone could be unsure of whether or not they're interested in a connection or not, especially with it being in reverse. Okay, but they may end up finding out that they're not interested, especially if someone is showing inconsistency. They're too indecisive or too occupied, or they act like they're too occupied. Okay, behind there is scandalous. Okay, this also came out for, I believe it was Gemini's energy. I believe that came out for Gemini's energy. Okay, but scandalous host says not so classy, sneaky as fuck, wants to use you. Okay, let's see. For Cancer spirit, you guys have businessman, never at home, grind and hustle, wants to relax. Okay, now I don't know if this is a businessman who's unsure if they're interested or not in somebody who's a scandalous hoe. Okay, maybe they're going to end up finding this out. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's see. You guys have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Can be significant for you, Cancers. Okay, one more for Cancer spirit. What does Cancers need to know? Repeated cycle is here. It says addictions to sex, drugs, a certain lifestyle needs to take accountability. Someone could be repeating a cycle. This could be a fire sign, Cancers. Okay, or someone who's dealing with a fire sign. Someone could be dealing with a Gemini. I don't know. Okay, but someone's repeating a cycle. Someone who has addictions to sex, drug, a certain lifestyle, or someone who needs to take accountability for their life. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have Most High, Angels, and Ancestors. Okay, it says, you are protected. Prayers and meditation. Go cleanse your energy. Okay. Unpleasant energy is behind there. Unpleasant says, bitch or an asshole, delusional, bad attitude. Someone's dealing with somebody who could be an unpleasant energy. Someone who has been doing spell work. I'm definitely getting bad. We have divination behind there. Spell work, good or bad, doing or getting ready is done, wants to learn from you. I don't think this unpleasant energy is trying to learn from somebody. I feel like this is someone who's getting readings done, possibly doing spell work, some bad spell work, to have someone invest in them. Okay, and this could be a masculine who has a sense of humor, someone who's funny. It says, sense of humor says creativity, life of the party, adventurous. Maybe they like to, you know, enjoy their time with this masculine. They be dealing with an unpleasant energy. Okay. Let's see. For Cancer spirit. Someone could be a Gemini, Cancer cusper. For Cancer spirit. What does Cancer need to know? For Cancer spirit. What does Cancers need to know? I'm just seeing the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Four of Swords. Someone's going through an ego death. This is someone who caused a lot of confliction and confusion. Or they were conflicted and confused, but now they're getting clarity and ease of mind with the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. Someone's getting an ease of mind. They're getting clarity as they meditate. This could be someone who is getting a change of mind. Okay. They could be going through a mind expansion. For Cancer spirit. What Cancers need to know? Oh, hold on, gang. You guys have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Someone's having trouble detaching, releasing someone, walking away. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. We have the Ten of Cups. They're having trouble walking away from something that they find to be fulfilling, where they get a feeling of belonging, where they're happy. I don't know if this is someone that you have kids with. Okay, hold on, gang. Cancers. I don't know. Someone is having trouble releasing, detaching from what they feel like is their happiness, where they get a feeling belonging. Okay, they've been holding on. Okay, because they look at this as wish fulfillment. This is someone who wants to reconcile with you and create balance between you two. This could be someone at a distance, or someone you distance yourself from, or someone who turned their back on you. Okay, or you turned your back on this person. Let's see. For Cancer spirit, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse could either be someone being lazy, who doesn't want to work. That could be someone who's a workaholic. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could be working a lot right now, Cancers. Okay, this could be, too, someone who's really slow to grow. Like, they real slow to grow. Like, real slow to grow. Could be a younger earth sign. I don't know if this is someone that you have kids with. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be this person's baby's mother. You could be a single mother. Or, you know, you're really independent. You're self-sufficient. You'll be nurturing your pentacle. Okay. Closing out a chapter with someone. A King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some, it's like a baby's father, a father figure who's in fast-paced energy. They're in runner energy. They can feel really passionately about you. Okay, this could be someone who's determined to pursue something with you. But at the same time, that Knight of Wands is someone who could also be reckless and impulsive. Okay. Some of y'all could be married with the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. We have the Page of Swords. That's about finding out more information, educating yourself. Okay, maybe you found out someone's a karmic, or they're dealing with a karmic, Capricorn energy. Okay, or someone lives with a karmic, or they're married to a karmic. And Spirit is wanting you to stay focused. Okay, and trust your intuition. When it comes to a Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, someone may be non-committal to a Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or they're committed to a Queen of Swords who may be non-committal to them. I don't know. Flip switch it. Take out resonates for you, gang. Okay. Well, let's see. We have the Page of Wands. Someone's in Page energy. What is this? We have the Knight of Cups. This is someone who has romantic feelings for you. Cancers. Some of y'all might want to check out Capricorn's read if you were dealing with a Cap. If your baby's father is a Cap, or if your husband is a Cap, I don't know. Something about Capricorn energy is significant. Okay. Someone could be immature mentally and they're lustful, but they have romantic feelings for you. This someone's going through a dark night of soul. They've been stressing, having sleepless nights. This someone's been manifesting you. They want to work things out between y'all two, but you could be moving on from this person, planting seeds elsewhere. And that's the truth and clarity. Especially if this is someone who sabotaged or caused a lot of confliction and confusion for you in the past. Okay. I just heard Aries. I don't know if someone was dealing with a younger Aries. For Cancer spirit, we have the Ace of Cups, but you have this person's heart. There's someone who has romantic feelings for you. Maybe you know this. I don't know. Or someone's finding this out, that someone has feelings for you. That they see you as wish fulfillment. Okay, that's why they want to reconcile with you. They've been manifesting you. Whoever this is. Okay, this is someone who's looked at you as very loving, compassionate, intuitive, you know, date worthy. They see fulfillment with you, happiness with you, bliss with you. You have this person's heart, whoever this is. That's why they're having trouble detaching from you. Cancers. Okay, this could be someone who created a lot of illusions. Confusion. They could have had choices, options. Maybe these are things that you found out. They had choices and options that they were lusting over. And with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Y'all know I be mathing before I math. Okay. But something about you walking away, you're not gonna be someone's choice or option. Okay, and that's the truth. Truth to clarity. Okay. Whoever this is, they sabotaged. That could have caused an ending between y'all two, but they're still holding on even after the ending. Okay. They could be receiving enlightenment about a Queen of Wands, an Aries, Leo, Sag, that they're feeling weighed down about. Or there's a Queen of Wands feeling way down. This could have been someone who's in a win at all cost energy. Okay. I don't know if someone sabotaged connection with you for a Queen of Wands. That could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Or it could be someone who they were lusting over. Because this is someone who had options that they were lusting over. But this is someone who is in love with you. Cancer. Okay. For Cancer spirit, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And a secret is out. Okay. If this person was sneaking, cheating, lying, being deceptive. Okay. The secret is out. Okay, and you're healing from this person with a star card here. Aquarius energy. Someone else could be on their north node. And there's another person who's on their south node. Whoever's in their south node is the one that's repeating the cycle. Okay. You're healing. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you're closing out a cycle with the World card here. Taking control of your life with the Emperor card. Okay, you could be in your divine masculine energy if you're a feminine energy. You're taking control of your life. You're creating structure, discipline. Okay, some of y'all have met your divine masculine or you're with your divine masculine. I don't know. Okay, but for Cancer spirit, what does Cancers need to know? The Three of Swords came out in reverse. Someone's recovering from heartbreak. Making healthier choices when it comes to love and in life. Gemini energy. This is someone who's changing their path, turning things around in their favor. Receiving signs and synchronicities. Okay, they're receiving messages from the divine. Okay, this could be you, Cancers. Okay. You could be single. You could be, if you're not single, you could be independent, self-sufficient, you know. Some of y'all could be single and openly dating, or single and open to dating. Sorry. You could be single, open to dating. Maybe you're going to meet someone new with the Ace of Cups here. If you're single, for some, y'all can already be in a partnership with somebody else. And this could be someone that you have kids with too. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. Someone betrayed the love of their life. Okay. I just heard crying over you. Someone could be crying over you. Something like that came out in Scorpio's read. I believe that was Scorpio's read the other day. Okay. Yeah, but you're healing from this person. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Death card, Scorpio energy. Whoever this is still holding on to you. They want to take a leap of faith to start anew. Okay. For Cancer spirit. And that's the truth. Truth and clarity. I also see the Three of Wands. You could have put distance between you and this person who betrayed you. After you received some type of clarity about this person creating illusions, and you chose to detach, release. And this could have been someone who had your heart at one point, and you had a lot of love for, but you're detaching from this person. After something came out, whatever this lie was, or this person trying to deceive you about, or whatever, you got in the clarity that you need to detach from this person who betrayed you. Okay. For Cancer spirit. Too many. What does Cancers need to know? Someone's still holding on to you as well. Someone also could be trying to still hold on to a lie to create this illusion. Okay, like they've been telling you the truth, but I feel like you know the truth. That's what it is. They're trying to deceive you, that they're lying. And they also could be not being honest with you about still holding on to you in this connection. This is someone who is stressed and having sleepless nights. Okay, about something that they see long term. They want to take a leap of faith, but this person's going to have to let go, make some type of sacrifice in order to move things forward between y'all two. Cancer energy. This is someone who wants to return, someone of the past that you set boundaries with. Okay, and you're working on closing out this cycle. This person is still indecisive. Remember, we had not that serious. I mean, not that interested. You may not be interested in somebody anymore because you see that they've been indecisive. Maybe they act like they're too occupied, or they've been inconsistent. For Cancer spirit, we have the Four of Wands, and some of y'all are married. You know, you recovered from this, you healed from this, you moved on from this. You could be married to someone else, or, you know, you could be single, you know, dating for marriage because eventually you want to marry, you know. You want love. And someone who you did love at one point, they betrayed you. They stabbed you in the back for a new passion in the beginning. This person could be living with somebody else. That could be something that I'm not being honest about either. They could be living with somebody else who they started a new passion beginning with. That, whatever this is was built on a faulty foundation. It was lust. It wasn't love. Okay? Shoot, you could be the ex that somebody's in love with. But I told y'all, some of y'all are married to your divine masculine. Okay? Or, living with your divine masculine, or you're going to start a new beginning where you're going to be dating your divine masculine. It could be a single masculine that you're going to end up marrying. Okay? But you also have someone who's been obsessing over you and your energy too. This could be a baby's father, father figure. Capricorn energy who wants to reconcile with you because they see you as wish fulfillment. They want to work things out. But this person could be sleeping with someone else, y'all. Or living with somebody else. You could be living with somebody else in a relationship with somebody else. Like, this is just crazy. For Cancers. Yeah, you've moved on with the Six of Swords here. You're living a life of ease with your divine masculine. Okay. I know that's right, gang. Someone not being honest either about